Hi, I'm Elgan, and I'm the Programmes Manager at Wrexham AFC Foundation, and you are watching that Wrexham podcast.
Ultimate Wrexham family, I'd probably say. How would you describe Gaz as a player?
Oh, I loved him as a player. He was.
Do you want to know for me now?
Liam, my son, was at home. So I just go and check on Gaz for me, just give him a nudge. And he goes, oh, I can't wake him, Mum. He's not waking up. And then I was like, right, something not right here now.
What's it been, 2.5 years now since you had the stroke? How is it living with it?
Every day is a challenging. I'm physically okay, and if I have to spend my life with my physicality as it is now, I will grab it with two hands.
Welcome to that Wrexham podcast. I'm Ben Toze, and I'm joined today by Fozzy,
Thank you.
as he likes to be known, and we've got the ultimate Wrexham family, I'd probably say. Is there anything that you talk about other than Wrexham in the household?
No.
No,
Is it just
no,
No.
it's 24/7.
24/7? Is
At
that
the moment.
talking about your glory days, or is that talking about logistics and operations and whatever you're doing now?
It's a both, yeah.
Yeah?
She's tossed it off normally, but yes, I'll continue it. Is that right?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's all we know, isn't it? Like, this club is literally all we know, and it's it's a big part of our family, and not just our immediate family, but the extended family. And my dad's been here a long time, involved in one way or another, and brothers are season ticket holders, and
Is there a highlight of your week? Is there an actual single day that's a highlight? Because you get to work at the club, you get to work with all the different age ranges of all the teams. You have the men's game on the Saturday. Is there one moment which is like, yeah, we can't wait for this?
I would say the men's game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's us. That's when we first met. We went met in 2010, I think. That's us. That's our time.
Do you sit next to your wife?
Yes.
We were at the game, weren't we? And honestly, the electric atmosphere from just these.
The only reason why I say it is because I sat next to your wife. And potty mouth. Absolute filthy potty mouth,
I don't know
all right?
what you're talking about. I'm
like,
like calm and composed. I am. I don't know what you're talking about. But we get so involved. We absolutely love this place, and you guys out on the pitch, or all of them. We're fans as well as employees of the football club. So on a men's match day, certainly we're here as a fan. We're not here as an employee, and we get to experience and enjoy it the same as everybody else.
Yeah.
And so, we love it. We absolutely love it.
Let's go back to when you played, Gaz. So what was that? How many games did you play? Over 400? Well over 400?
480 something, yeah.
480 something, yeah. He knows. We all know how many games you played at clubs.
83.
You've got to be proud of that. That's incredible now.
Yeah.
And you played in that Arsenal game, didn't you?
Yes, yeah.
I mean, how has it changed from then to now?
They still go through sides of the pitch, but this side wasn't even here then.
Really?
Back in the day, it was all boarded as such, but that game was fantastic. Fantastic experience for me to even go through. Mickey Thomas, Steve Walken, the fans, the whole experience was a memorable day for me anyway.
I'd say it's probably the most memorable day in the club's history, no? Well, it seems that
one
way.
of,
Anyway.
Yeah, one of, yeah.
Oh, Gemma, would you have been at that game then?
No, I wasn't at that game. I don't know why I wasn't at that game, but I wasn't. I don't know if my dad probably thought that it's going to be a bit of a crazy, hectic one, and for us to stay at home. But normally we would have been here, yeah.
And what is your actual role now with the women's? Because obviously when we were here playing, you were always busy doing something, whether it was in the kit room doing the kit and getting
wasting time. She was unreal at wasting time. Is what she was doing.
Are you going to be convinced?
Anybody needs no coffee
for waste time?
I think
You got it in
we
for me,
we liked them. But it's true though. Nobody knew what you did because you were everywhere. You were doing a bit of everything.
Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, it's I wouldn't say it's too different at the moment, but it is different from what it was because there are more people in now and we've got more staff, and we're gradually building that side of the club. I say gradually, it's probably a lot quicker than that, if we're being honest. So, but before that, it was. I was doing a lot of different jobs, and that's what was needed to happen, and that's what I did. So, it wasn't just me. There were others here as well who just picking up these bits and pieces. They all needed doing, and yeah, the kit was one of them. So
what does the club need to do to make sure it doesn't get away from what it's always been? Because when you're in that stand over there and you're underground and you're in the changing rooms and you're in the kit room and you're in the tea room, and the people that are still there now have been there for a long time, haven't they?
Yeah.
What does this club need to do to make sure we don't ever forget what this club is actually about?
I think, well, that's a really tough one to answer, but I think being very close to where we were, where we come from, what we're about. You know, we are, and it's been said multiple times, we're a massive community club, and the two are really closely linked together, the people of Wrexham and the football club. And as long as we stay connected to that, we can't go far wrong, and I think that's what's happening. You know, we might be growing at a ridiculous rate, but we're still have the community and the people of Wrexham around, you know, at the heart of everything and every decision that's made.
It's easier when you're genuine and you genuinely care. I guess it's easy to just do it and just be you, isn't it? It's that simple, really.
Yeah.
So obviously it's easy for it to when it's authentic, but like, did you pinch yourself when you see obviously Hollywood stars, Rob and Ryan, coming to buy the club, and you think this can't be real?
Even now, I bet you must pinch yourself now. I bet as well.
I still pinch myself today, and I'll continue to pinch myself every day. It's so fantastic that these two guys have chosen us to bring us back into the football league in the first place, and down to you, fantastic players as well. You're my idols now. They've elevated yourselves to my whole. My idols. Sorry. I was getting emotional now. So
That's fine. Yeah.
Sorry, can you ask a question again, please, Ben?
Yeah.
Go back.
The pinching one, yeah?
Yes, please. Sorry.
So do you even today, I bet you must pinch yourself about where this club is and where they've come from what you saw sort of however many years ago, 20 odd years ago.
Yeah, I used to pinch myself as a player back in the day. You know, I was pinching myself every day. I get to run for the club that I love. But as a fan now, me and Gemma, we're still pinching ourselves every day. I can't even believe that those two fantastic gentlemen have taken over this club and taken us on to into the football league again.
I think this is people like you. I think this is the reason why football clubs do well. I think when you look after the history, especially when you've got players that have played for the club who are fans, massive fans.
Yeah.
Think about football teams nowadays. Not many teams have players that have grown up through that academy and then make it into the first team. Just don't work like that anymore, does it?
No, thanks for saying that, Ben. Yeah, it's my first experience of the club was I credit Wyn Jones, who was my I was an ex-pupil in Golfton school back in the day. But Wyn was also a scout for Wrexham, so he brought me into this club. 1984 it was. I remember it as if it was yesterday. That's the experience. Back then was I saw Dixon McNeil and Mel Sutton was in charge then. I believe it was coming and it was caretaker for the club at some point. But Dixon McNeil, seeing Dixon McNeil and Dixie and Dad Davis as well showering. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. You said it, all right? You said it. You carry on with this one.
Yeah. I was Wyn Jones, and he looked after me, Wyn Jones. He was also a scout at Aston Villa back in the day, but. Yeah, he invited me into the club, and all of a sudden I was here, and I fell in love with the club on that day.
It's nice, isn't it, when you've got players who are proper like.
Yeah, Gemma, how would you describe Gaz as a player?
Oh, I loved him as a player. He was.
Do you not know for me now?
Yeah, that sounds really bad, doesn't it? No, the type of player he was just, and I mean this in the nicest possible way, just this horrible midfielder.
That's a compliment. That is a compliment.
I love, and I love players like that. Yeah. I want our players on the women's side, midfielders, to just be horrible people to play against, and just almost just snapping at your ankles and nipping at you, and just. But you were able to, and I think this is one of the best things, is that you were able to pick a pass from anywhere. But also, and I've seen it doing the rounds a few times, your free kick against Swansea, just the way he was able to pass a ball and strike a ball was, it's brilliant. I really enjoy watching him.
I mean, that must be amazing for you to hear that. Like, I'm sure she doesn't say that much, but I don't know if you would mind me even like bringing up what happened, Was it 3 years ago?
2.5 years.
2.5 years ago.
Something like that.
I'm sure it was on my little boy's birthday, September the 11th. And I remember
Yeah.
he's talking to me outside and saying what happened to Gaz. And
Yeah.
I mean, how difficult must that be for you, or not, seeing everyone out there now doing what you once did, and you haven't gone through what you went through?
I never announced my retirement from the game. That's the first thing that I would like to say. I never got round to it. Although I don't class myself as retired now, because if Phil needs me,
Hang on a
Do you
sec,
want to pull on a shirt again?
if Phil needs me,
Get a yellow line up there, so breaking
seriously,
it.
I dream of making my debut for Phil, under Phil. That's my dream of the moment. But yeah, it was a horrific event for me and my close family to go through. My whole right hand side was paralysed. It took my voice obviously for about a month or so I couldn't talk. Imagine, lying in your bed not knowing if you're going to talk tomorrow. So I had to learn my vocabulary all over again, starting with one syllable. And it's left me with this accent with
You could get a French call off it, that's right. You never know.
I'm glad you said French and Toze, because that's how I class myself. My reference of my voice isn't even there, because I've got used to all the new Gaz sounds at the moment. Yeah, but it's certainly strange to even hear me talking like this. Will is there laughing now? You interviewed me in Hong Kong, right? He was laughing. It took about an hour and a half to do 5 minutes. Because me and Will are laughing so much. But yeah, laughter has been my medicine, sorry, for the last 2 years or so.
You could have come up with a posh accent or something. You could have chose anything. You could have done. You could have chose anything.
Yeah. I feel that because I needed to learn one syllable at a time, it was always yes, no. It was always yeah. But now it's yes.
Yeah, nice.
Because but I always wanted to go back and make things right, and it's not yeah. It's yes. That's how the pronunciation goes.
How is it day to day? What's it been 2.5 years now since you had the stroke? How is it living with it?
Every day is a challenging. I'm physically okay, and if I have to spend my life with my physicality as it is now, I will grab it with 2 hands. But the thing that's getting me down is this voice. It's so impossible for me to even understand why I'm talking like this. But for reference, the stroke happened in 2023 September. I've spent 2.5 years now of waking up every day, not knowing if I'm going to wake up every day. That's the first thing. The next tomorrow isn't guaranteed. That's one thing I would like to stress. But thanks to my wife, and she is my idol now, because she saved my life. There's not a lot I can say about. But yeah, to thank, I have a great sense of gratitude that I desperately want to show to Gemma. But yeah, it was all of a sudden I was sprawled out on the right hand side. It paralysed my whole right hand side immediately. I couldn't talk for about a month or so. But that's why I'm speaking with this accent now.
How's it been for you, Gemma?
Yeah, it's tough. I think the constant worry is probably something that's quite prevalent, I guess, especially if he doesn't answer the phone.
Yeah,
because that's what
sparks it up.
That's what happened. That's how we all realised what had happened.
Couldn't get in
Not answering the
touch.
phone.
I seem to recall you saying when we were out there, was it not the fact that you were at home on your own?
Yeah.
And then didn't you just luckily?
Well, what happened basically was the Gaz was due to be at work that evening, due to be at Collier's, and his colleague was trying to get hold of him and couldn't get hold of him, so she rang me. So, where's Gaz? And so, I don't know. I said, bet you any money he's fallen asleep on the sofa, because that was a normal thing. That happened, especially if he was at home. So then, I couldn't get hold of him, and Liam, my son, was at home. So I just go and check on Gaz for me, just give him a nudge. He's probably fallen asleep. So he walks downstairs and just oh yeah, he's sleeping, Mum. And I'm like, give him a clack, and then get him out of the house. He's supposed to be at work. Yeah. And And then at that point, then he goes, I can't wake him, Mum. He's not waking up. And then I was like, right, I know something's... Usually you give him a nudge, it's like, oof, you're startled and then you're off, aren't you? But as soon as he said that, I was like, no, there's something not right here now. So, yeah, that was it. I was like, right, I'm on my way home anyway. I was just leaving to head home. I was like, listen, mate, I'm going to have to ring the ambulance. I'll need you to keep on the phone while I drive home. And then, yeah.
So as part of your now, like, rehab from that, I mean, it must be amazing you've always been a part of the Welsh FA.
Yeah.
But to now be part with the under 19s women.
Yeah.
Like, is that something that kind of, I mean, I've seen you down at Dragons Park, obviously, last month, and you can just see that, like, fire in you, that it gives you that excitement. That must be...
I was desperate to get back on the grass in the first instance because Gemma offered me a job in about 2020, something like that.
Yeah, this is 5th season now, isn't it?
Yeah, Gemma was you just taken over as head of operations for the women's team.
Yeah, and from a club's perspective, yeah.
Yeah, but she made herself my assistant. As soon as she appointed me, she was herself my assistant. So I was...
Listen, I knew he was a better coach than me, so it's like, you can go and do it and I'll just assist you on the sideline. Yeah, that's how it worked,
so, Translate. She was coming at me from all angles. From the side, down below.
Watching over you, that's all she did. Watching over you,
yeah. But she appointed me as the under 19s coach. That was about, I said that was 2020, before my stroke. But as soon as my stroke came, I was worried about my job with the FAW in the first instance. But the guy that was my line manager back in the day, I keep saying back in the day, I don't know why. James Rawbury was my line manager. You might know him from, he's at Stoke at the moment. He's fantastic, man. He's had his own problems as well, but he understood. And Joe from South Wales to come up and see me, I thought that was a fantastic gesture for him to tell me in person that my job was safe. So that was the weight off my mind.
Yeah, reassuring, yeah.
Reassurance, that was reassurance that I needed to hear. That was about November of 2023. And all of a sudden I was back up and walking, my voice is coming back. I never dreamed that I would be back on the grass in March. So late February, March of that year, 2024.
Yeah.
I was back on the grass, but I wasn't so confident of delivering a session. Back in the day, I used to put on A-lesson sessions as I just saw. I didn't do a level on that particular course, but that was me delivering presentations, and I was so confident back in the day. I was a bit of a... Can I say that?
Why was you a bit...
I because I was always 100 mile an hour, 100% of the time.
Yeah.
That's why I class myself a...
Well, because if people weren't quite up to speed or weren't as committed as you...
Exactly, yeah. You get that. You must understand that as footballers yourself. If players aren't on your level of thinking, you get off with
it does,
so that was... I drastically needed something to get my teeth into. Coaching was my go-to area. Not because of my ability of coaching, but... personally, I desperately needed something to concentrate on, something to focus on. But the girls were fantastic with me on the day. I will never forget that day. Gemma posted something like a Stroke Association's card, which warned everybody that they hold had a stroke. Yeah. That was like a warning card that I didn't get used to using it at the time. But she posted that card on social media for the girls to read, and it said, don't go up to Gaz because his brain can't cope with anything other than what he's thinking of at the time. So Gemma split them up into twos and threes. They come up to me, and I got emotional straight away. I was crying at the slightest thing of things at the time. I was an emotional mess back then.
Well, I think really quickly on a side note, from where I know you say you're conscious of your voice now.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be, because when I saw you out there, from where you were then to now, is like astronomical.
Oh,
like you
thanks for
should
saying
be
that.
proud of
Yeah,
yourself.
you're a club legend, guys. You are, and I think there's a lot of people who'll be watching, absolutely buzzing, just like listening and watching. And also, getting the girls to come up in groups of 3 because you can't focus on more than one thing. It's not just a you problem, right? It's a man problem, I think. All right, so don't worry about that. Okay? That's just what we do, okay? Right?
Yeah, and thanks to Gemma there for splitting the goals up as well, and the care that this woman has shown me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry now, but that's okay. I got used to my emotions.
We'll get your wife to talk then. Gemma, the ladies' teams. How proud are you of where they are, and from what they've come from to where they are now, to the machine that they seem to be growing into?
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? It's like it's been over a really short period of time, and you know, there are players who are not with us now and have moved on, who are a bigger part of this journey as the ones who are in the team at the moment. So, you know, we've got a huge amount of gratitude to them for their part that they've played in that. But I think being able to come with us on the pathway and the growth that we've been on, it's hard work, particularly as semi-professional players. Or they've only been semi-professional for the last, this is the 3rd year. But before that, you know, the players were paying to play. They were, and they still are, coming from work after what has been a busy day, or they've been at college, uni, whatever it may be. You know, one of our players has got kids. So, you know, it's a hell of a commitment to ask of these players. And as it's gradually grown and we've asked more and more and more of these players, you know, we've put on extra training sessions, or they're coming in earlier than what they were, and we're travelling overnight and whatever it may be, that, you know, these girls are having to the level of commitment that they're having to give to us is phenomenal. And, you know, it's incredible what they're able to do. But they don't just do it with, I can't think of the right way to say it, but they don't just come with it, do what they have to do and go home.
Yeah.
There is some serious effort and serious commitment that these girls are putting in, and it's, we love them to bits for
Even
it.
if you've, like you talked about pinch yourself earlier, when the women's from where they were, and then I see you in the summer at TST managing.
That was really good, wasn't
managing
it?
the women's. So
Love it.
mean, the contrast is massive now.
Well, what was TST like, first and foremost?
Oh, it's so good, isn't it? It's
So good.
It's an incredible tournament.
So quickly explain for anybody that might not know what TST is.
Yeah, so TST is a 7-a-side tournament held
in
in
where?
North Carolina in the US. And, you know, there are but the women's side of it is relatively new. The men's side has been going for a few years, so it's quite a big tournament on the men's side, isn't it? On the women's side, they had 8 teams in the first year, and then they increased to 16 last year. So maybe they'll go even more again this year. But, you know, the teams that are, or the clubs, I should say, that are putting teams in, you know, they're big clubs around the world who are putting these teams in. And it is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, the heat is...
Oh, yeah.
The heat for you as players must be horrendous. Even just standing in it is tough. It's not so much heat, it's more humidity, isn't it? It's really difficult.
Don't know about that. We're after an umbrella. Just get us under an umbrella, please.
It was so hot.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking, because we watched the first tournament that the men's team were at. We didn't have a women's team in that first one, did we? So I remember watching it, and then this target score time, and I'm thinking, I don't get this target score time. What is that? And but watching it, it was it's one of the best parts of the whole
you might
tournament,
not want to talk
isn't
about
it?
the first game of this year, man.
Yeah.
The women were 4-0 up, and it goes to target score time. So for context, all they have to do is score one more goal. So the target score time becomes 5.
It's just 5,
So
five
the first
goals.
team to 5 goals, and they were 4-0 up.
Don't
And we were watching on the sideline, and they lost 5-4.
Who'd you play? Who was it against?
I can't even remember what team it was.
Where were they from?
Were they from? Because we had a couple of US teams.
Because you recruited
in,
from
and-
America, didn't you?
Yeah, we recruited from America. Yeah. Oh, I can't
How does that
remember.
come about?
They might have been an American team. In the first year, we had a contact out there, which was Nicole Baxter, who played for us, and she's played at a really good level in the NWSL in America and for Gotham and a few other clubs. So we asked her just to see, right, who have you played with before that would fit this tournament? So she did a lot of supporting with recruiting players from the US side. But yeah.
You had some national players, no?
We had a couple of girls who play for the Dominican Republic. And then we had Lindsay, that was Canadian international. She wasn't at the time, but played in the Olympics and all sorts. So really talented players, and we've become really good friends from this tournament, and we keep in touch regularly. Lindsay and Brianne have come over to watch men's game and women's game. They travelled down to Cardiff to watch us in the Welsh Cup final last year, and so we've become really close as a group of players and staff.
Are you doing TSC again this summer?
I hope so. I think we are as a team. But
Are you doing it again, Toze?
If I'm fit and asked, yeah, I'd love to. If the hips ready to go. If the hips ready to go.
I'm too stiff for that, mate. I hurt my shoulder early in the year. I've got
He
the
said he'll
World
never
Cups on
play in
this
goal
summer.
again, didn't you?
It's busy.
You said
isn't
you'd
it?
never play in goal again.
Never playing in goal. I'm never diving again. I promise you, I'm never diving again. Your body softens, is what it does, doesn't it? You know more than most.
Right,
your body softens. You think you can do it, but your body can't do it. I promise you.
He'll be there.
Gemma, the women's team. What's the goal? Is it full professional outfit going forward?
I think longer term, yeah. I think a few years down the line, we've got so much still to achieve yet before we get to that point, but we've got 2 pros in at the moment, so we're building towards that. It is going to take time to do it. I think we're probably at or close to the limit of what we can ask the players to do as they are, so the semi-professional players, and in terms of the level of commitment that we're asking of them. So hopefully at some point we'll move further towards that and have more than the 2 that we've got now, but hopefully that shows an intent of what we want to do and where we want to go. But we want to win the league first. We haven't done that yet. We're in a good position at the moment, but obviously we've got to still be there at the end of the season, and then we go to Champions League then. So that's the more immediate goal for us.
When I was sat next to you, it was the Cov City game, wasn't it? We were playing at home to Cov. There, you had TNS, I think, the next day, wasn't it?
Next day.
Oh God, potty mouth talking about TNS. God, massive derby, massive rivals here. But we dispatched them, didn't we?
We did really well, really well that day. So yeah, I mean, derbies are always like that.
That's what it should be.
They have that little added.
Yeah. Do you think there's we're touching back on the TST and the American? Do you think there's a potential where the club signs American women's players?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, it's tricky at the moment, just through various sort of avenues to do with immigrations and visas and all those kind of things. It's not quite as easy for us in the women's game as it is in the men's game at the moment because of the fully professional element and points that you've got to accrue to for immigration and stuff. So it's tricky and it's difficult. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it's just that little bit harder. But maybe that is the way we'll end up going. But part of us as well is really keen to grow our own as well. That's a big thing for us to get more and more local girls through the system as well.
Amazing,
if we can balance it, it'd be great.
You two have been phenomenal.
Let's just quickly take your professional hat off and put your fan hats on. How good is this, by the way? What's actually going on at this club? It's absolutely
I love it.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
It's you never think that something like this will happen to your club.
When it did happen then, all right, so massive Wrexham fans, right? And you've seen some awful owners throughout the years, right? Let's not beat about the bush, yeah? We've seen some bad ones, right? When you hear that 2 Hollywood A-listers are going to come and take over, are you sceptical?
Especially when Rob stands down the bottom of them steps and says, we're going to get the club to the Premier League.
Yeah, but they made a vision back in 2021. If that was the right date that they took over, and they kept their word.
Yeah,
that's a fantastic achievement for them. I say daily, I will build a statue of Phil.
Yeah,
a statue of you guys, a statue of Mullen, a statue of
people like yourself.
But it evolves to us as fans at the moment, an unbelievable experience that we are going through, and long live those moments. These moments were created by the Hollywood effect for the fans that lived for the club. by saying that, I mean the fans that saved the club in 2010. There was guys back then that put up their mortgage. There was little kids, but that would give their piggy banks to the club. That was an unbelievable thing for them to do. And there's guys that aren't with us these days that will last long away. So these good times are for those guys.
Yeah, I love that, mate.
More
Well
than
said.
ever.
Really well said, mate.
Brilliant. Yeah, we're all good.
You two, absolutely fantastic. Lovely to see you. I mean that as well. Absolutely $1 million as well, guys. Well done,
Thanks,
mate.
yeah.
Very, very good. Cheers, Gemma. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.
Cheers.